Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfyre Gaming. I am Sir Joseph, and this is episode 27 of our Let's Play Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We just camped out, got ourselves a little nappy nap, and we got a request to go rescue some Hellknights. So we're going to go do that, along with all the other things we're doing. We're going to head back out to the map. Okay. Also want to go to Chili Creek. We got that quest there. We got the quest in the Nameless Ruins. We got this quest here. Conundrum unsolved. I don't remember that one. We must have just skipped past that one. Oh, because we kind of went around this way here. We want to go do there as well. Just check that out too. All right, let's go to our armies first. And let's see how tough these guys are. We're going to go take on this demon army here of, looks like 60 bloat flies or giant flies or demonic flies or whatever they happen to be. Holy smokes, they're fast, that's for sure. Alright, one down. Now some dudes. We need to get a general, that's what we need. But generals are expensive, we don't got the funds for it. Alright. Good job, Army. Lost 16 guys. Not the greatest, but got 1,000 finance points. That's a plus. This demon army is not one we want to trifle with at this stage. So let's go ahead and bring that army there. We'll take these guys there as well. We got to take this fort before we can go there, and it's 27 gargoyles. This might be a tough fight. Oh, they have a gargoyle leader too. Great. I don't know if they fly or not. They've got wings. They're going to fly. This is a waste of a trap, isn't it? Well, let's go ahead and place it anyways, just in case. I'm going to put it right there in front of our archers, because I think that's going to be their target. It was their target. Ah, take that. Wow, this is a tough army. Yeah, this one's going to be tough. Paladins are doing something. You're going to have to throw a heal on these guys real soon. I think next round we'll do a heal. Oh, got an extra attack. Oh, let's throw another heal out here. Slowly whittling them down. Tough guys here. And come on, Paladins. There we go. It's like we're killing one gargoyle every round or two. Well, they're starting to hit less and less, so there's that. And the gargoyle general's not doing anything, so... Just pounding on each other. I'd run away with the archers, but the gargoyles just follow them, so might as well get the hits in. Let's go ahead and do their heal. Got him down to 7. These Hellknights better be worth it. Oh, got an extra attack with Paladins. That's good. Alright, let's go ahead and throw another heal. There we go. Come down to 3, almost. Well, they didn't even kill a guy. We got him on the ropes now. Almost. One more to go. There we go. Lost 2 guys and they came back. Yay! Gargoyles are tough. Ooh, level 7 demon army. Oh my goodness, look at that. That looks nasty, terrible, horrible, and oh my gosh, don't go anywhere near them. Level 3, wow. Yeah, there's some tough armies. We're not gonna... Let's head back. Oh, well, we got a level 1 demon army there. That might be worth going after. Clear the way to the Nameless Ruins. I mean, I know we don't have to clear the way to the ruins. Because it's not a fortress. We had to clear that fortress area. Though, so because we can't sneak past that with our party. Alright, we got dudes and dudes. Can you tell us what these dudes are? Because I forgot to check. Nope. There we go. Whites. Poison, disease, death, sleep. That don't look good at all. They have 2 melee attacks. Zombies. Alright, so we're going to take you, and we're going to place you, I guess, there. Ah, they both ran around my trap, you pieces of garbage. So they're moving 2. Well, that was a lot faster than they were going. Kill these whites, they're the toughest guys here. Alright, keep it on, keep it on. Ow. Scared up my guys. We'll throw a... Paladins will throw a lay on hands on my normal dudes, and then I'll cast a heal on the paladins with the ranger, general guy. Ow! Maybe I'll throw the big heal from my ranger on the... These zombies appear to be a lot tougher than those whites were. I misjudged who was Oh, got a same shot. Good job. Wow, we're not doing a lot of damage to these guys. Even the paladins aren't doing that much damage to them. Oh my goodness, they are tearing up. These guys are going to have to rest a bit after this fight. They're out of their powers. Got some morale issues, evidently. Just not doing anything with these guys. These footmen are just absorbing blow after blow. The archers are doing damage. That's it. Oh, yeah. See, he ran away. Yep. They're just not. These zombies are kicking our butt. Just those footmen are doing nothing. Yeah, throw another heal on these guys in a minute. Ah, yeah, bad timing on my part. Ah, they got him back in the infirmary. That's good. I was afraid I wasn't going to get those guys back in the infirmary. All right. Victorious. Rough, but victorious. The corpse of a tattered scout's cape bearing the emblem of the crusade was leading the squad. He battled out until he ran out of bolts and desperately tried to conceal his crossbow with his own body, even when the soldiers were hacking off his limbs. Ah, the old general leveled up. Ooh, defensive training 2. Oh, master maneuver. That's an extra unit. We're going to take that. That's obviously the one to take here. We're going to take those guys. All right. So we've marched around with our dudes. Now let's take our party. Let's go here and help the Hellknights. See what sort of trouble we can get into here. Let's hope this is not a trap set by the Hellknights, or by anybody else for that matter of fact. It's a decent sized map. That's our Yanker. Oh, that's not as far as I wanted to go there. Commander, come here quickly! From the mountain, you see a raided camp and two groups of warriors, one wearing white and yellow armor, the other in black. They are led by a tall man in white priest's robes. Some of the warriors glance around fretfully, their weapons shaking in their hands. You hear the screams of gargoyles from above. The beasts are approaching the camp.
Quickly, evacuate the wounded. The beasts are about to strike again. Use cloaks as stretchers. We've got to make it through. Paralictor, your people will have to cover us while...
2 more minutes left out in the open, and neither you nor I will have any troops left to order about, Crusader.
But the wounded...
Problem solved. Retreat to shelter.
The one called Paralictor makes a barely noticeable gesture, and the swords of his troops execute the wounded. That guy's a jerk. If the man in white has anything further to add, his words are drowned out by the shrieks of gargoyles as they fall from the sky. Paralector will lead the unit to shelter. We need to get through to them. All right.
I refuse to accept their statement.
Gargoyles. Alright, make one additional attack strike. One additional unarmed strike. Well, that's not going to help me. Temporary intuitive. Immediate features. Next single attack roll. Plus 20. Inside bonus. Additionally, is not affected by... Okay.
You've crossed the wrong month.
Into the fray!
Cover me, all right?
Forward! Begone, fiend!
Alright, blue.
You won't survive me.
No glory without risk!
Come back and loot here in a few minutes.
Meditate on your mistakes. Might make
Can we retreat already?
And a miss.
Did you see that?
I-T. Go!
You should have listened to reason.
The light take you!
Endure this!
Good job, Lan. Lan's tearing these gargoyles apart.
Fall! We won't falter! Let us be off.
Magical bastard sword. The sight before you is at once macabre and picturesque. A lifeless couple, a man and a woman dressed in white and yellow priest robes, lie on the ground surrounded by the bodies of dead gargoyles. They are tangled in death. The claws of the monsters are tearing at the human's clothes, and the largest gargoyle's talon has pierced the man's chest and punctured his heart. But before they died, he or his companion defeated the enemy. Suddenly, the woman opens her eyes. She doesn't look at you, but stares up at the world wound's horrific red and black sky. Her pale lips open as she exhales abruptly. The sun will never rise again. Even the sky here is cursed, and we along with it. Yaker, walking in front, steps over the man's body without looking. He turns around to the sound of the woman's voice. The Mendevian faithful break too easy. Heal the woman. You need help. You'll feel better now. The woman pushes you away with a weak gesture. Expend your efforts on someone who can be helped. Leave me. My crusade is over. Who are you? What happened here? I am a priestess of ardent Sarenrae for the Order of the Sunrise Sword. Next to me is Ashus Stayer, the head of our order. Sorrowful pride sounds in the woman's voice. He has led our forces on raids to the World Wound many times, but his campaign, the gargoyles attacked a few nights ago. A vast number. We've never seen anything like it. Ashes organized our resistance with great skill, but while the monsters were distracting our fighters, a small group of them raided the camp and took our supplies. We were left without food and water in the middle of the World Wound, where it is nearly impossible to find provisions. We shared the last crumbs of our supplies and set off back to the way we came. Everyone was suffering from hunger and thirst. We grew weak and could barely fight back when the gargoyles struck a second time. They snatched many of us away. I saw the pain in Ashu's face as he counted the losses. But he managed to rally us. We continued our trek and soon came across the traces of a recent battle. Someone had destroyed a troop of demon worshippers. In our desperation, we decided to follow the strangers, to warn them of the gargoyles and seek their help, having no idea they were Hellknights. But we received only scorn. Every gulp of water in my unit is accounted for, they said. They spared us 2 flasks and a sack of dry bread. They said we were allowed to keep the sacks to use as bandages. 2 flasks between all of us. A sack for bandages. Hellknights. Sheila curls her fists, almost grunting through her clenched teeth. I'd rather ally with a flesh-eating poisonous wyvern. Don't expect any goodness from those black tin cans. If you meet them, count yourself lucky if you don't end up nailed to the nearest fence post. A leader has to take care of their own tribe first. All the scandalized gasps. How could he do such a thing? Suddenly fall away when you're first faced with the hard choice. Are you going to take food out of your own child's mouth to feed a starving stranger. What happened after that? The gargoyles attacked. Despite how the Hell Knight Paralictor had treated us, Ashes endeavored to help them, and he had us carry their wounded, but the monster had them slaughtered. Ashes was beside himself. It's difficult to conceive of such evil. He told our people to go with the Hell Knights to find shelter, while he stayed to cover our retreat. The woman exhaled softly. He was a strong cleric, but as he treated our wounded, he neglected himself, and he paid for it. What terrible injustice! But alas, all too common. Those who care for others often perish first. Your commander can't be helped, but you're still alive. Allow me to help you and come with us. The woman looks at you wistfully. Why? So many deaths, so many sacrifices, such bravery. And for what? No, I will not go with you, stranger. My commander and I will die by what we lived for, compassion and nobility. I don't want to keep fighting for a world that bows to such laws. May the goddess forgive me. Farewell. The woman closes her eyes, exhausted. Yacker shakes his head. Commander, I'm not one to advise you, but you're wasting time on this fool, and the gargoyles will soon be back. That's their usual tactics. Fly up, regroup, attack again. I'm going back to my unit now, and I advise you not to stay here long either. And she's dead.
Always be ready for the worst. We won't fall here. I swear it.
Good shot, Lan.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Oh, there's a bunch of gargoyles out there. Oh, a gargoyle cleric. What the heck is that? You can't be having that. Let's...
Yes.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Oh, Will Jeff.
Into the fray. Ha!
Strike with all your might!
Oh my goodness, we're doing terrible here.
Make every strike count. I will bring down the divine wrath.
Oh, we are rolling horrible. They, on the other hand, are beating us up.
Mind over muscle.
Oh, I did hold person on me. That sucks.
Distract them from me.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
You've crossed the wrong
Finish him off,
mongrel.
Lan. Oh, come on.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you. I'm wounded.
Time to share your treasures!
I won't give up.
No, that's not what I meant
We
to
can
do.
do
Dang
it.
Another gargoyle. More gargoyles. Ooh, there's one right here too. Alright, let me shoot these ones.
You won't survive me. Begone, fiend!
Keep forgetting she's got this haste ability.
Cover me, all right?
The light take you.
Forward!
Well, much as I hate to do this,
Endure this!
up to the dagger.
Fall!
There we go. Oh, I keep forgetting to give her a weapon. That's not quite what I meant to do, but it'll do, donkey.
Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
There we go. Ah,
No glory without risk.
We won't falter!
some horrible rolls.
Make every strike count. I will bring down the divine wrath!
And a miss. Come on, mouse. Do what I want you. There we go.
Distract them from me.
The world has suffered enough.
Patricium Turinos. Magritium Turinos. Magritium Turinos.
Alright, let's see if we can find these Hellknights that have done such things that I don't really care for. Ah, they must be in there. Okay. Let's loot, and then we'll go in there.
This is my kind of work.
Barding! Blue! Look at that. Look at that, blue. Blue's got barding. Armor class of 33. Holy smokes. Blue's a beast. I mean, figuratively and literally. Even after the attack, the tents of the Hellknight camp are lined up neatly, looking like they're ready for a parade. Then I want to go back up to the top here. Check out this, because there was stuff we could look at. Oh, up here's what stuff we could look at. And then we'll head back down to the cave. See what's going to happen with these Hellknights. Looks like the Hell Knight continued to fight the gargoyle even from the air. They both fell to the rocks and perished. Didn't we loot here already? Maybe not fully. Let's take a look again. Then we'll go to the cave. Yep, we looted there already. Okay. Just a couple things.
A success worthy of praise.
Demonic energy has polluted the earth, creating tumors filled with poison. Alright, into the cave.
Knight Commander, I presume. Your glory precedes you. I am Reginald de Renge, Paralictor of the Order of the God Claw, and temporary officer of the joint unit of Hellknights and the Order of the Sunrise Sword. You and your people should take positions. The gargoyles are regrouping. We expect they will attempt to break through in 5 to 6 minutes.
The moment you step across the threshold, you're targeted by pale yellow eyes. A gnome with considerable gray in his hair, dressed in black armor, lowers his head slightly. A joint unit?
Forcibly joined. The leader of the Order of the Sunrise Sword was unable to get to safety, which is not surprising, considering his, shall we say, excessive scrupulousness and sluggishness. Given the extreme situation, I took command of his people.
Just great. Paladins and Hell Knights all in the one troop. It's like catching the plague and the pox at the same time.
Technically speaking, there isn't much in common between these events. While paladins may truly not be frequent members of Hell Knight orders, except for the Order of the God Claw, of course, the probability of contracting both plague and the pox is not all that low. One would simply have to engage in debauchery during an epidemic.
Aw, Nenio, you're no fun.
Woljeff chuckles and sticks his tongue out at Nenio.
It's supposed to be good when different people unite. We're here for a common cause. But it still gives me the creeps for some reason. Hell Knights shouldn't be allowed to get their claws into our paladins. It's wrong.
I saw you order your own wounded to be finished off.
Indeed. The gargoyles were clearly trying to capture as many prisoners as they could. I don't know the reason behind these abductions, but I'm not about to give the enemy what they want. That is why all my people were ordered not to be taken alive. And as for the wounded, we didn't have time to get them to safety anyway.
Regiel's answer is dry, almost disinterested.
Can you hear yourself? For the sake of principle, in order not to give the enemy what they want, you killed your own wounded. Helpless subordinates. Why does anyone still follow you?
Because we are Hell Knights. We know our duty.
Only someone who's never been responsible for the lives of others could feel any outrage at this decision. The wounded couldn't be saved. What good would it do to anyone if the rest perished along with them?
Paladins don't trade in lives. They strive to save everyone.
You're right, they don't. They give lives away for absolutely nothing.
Did you really give just 2 flasks of water to the Knights of the Sunrise Sword suffering from thirst? And a sack to use as bandages? Standing behind his commander, Yacker rolls his eyes.
I spared them the exact volume of resources I could sacrifice without risking my own people. However, the situation has developed, and I've already ordered they be given additional supplies. They are temporarily under my charge, and I can use their forces to rebuff the attack. They'll work for their water.
Regiel raises his voice and speaks empathetically, ignoring the whispering coming from a group of Knights of the Sunrise Sword. He seems to be reiterating his position for their benefit. Sometimes you must act first and deal with the consequences later, sacrificing nothing and you will gain nothing.
Noble Ashes and his Sunrise Swords have already done so. And this is what it led to.
That's right. The chief is responsible for his own tribe. If he decides that he's responsible for the whole world, his own people will come to ruin. And if he wishes that someone else was responsible for his people, that means he's not fit to be chief.
Regiel's harsh words cause a whisper among the knights in white and yellow. We need to get rid of the gargoyles, then we'll talk.
Agreed. Be ready, Commander. This attack may be worse than the last one.
To battle, my friends!
You're irrelevant.
Come on, Cat, decide what you're gonna do.
Time to share your treasures.
And one missed.
Strike with all your might!
What is that? Is that like flashing thing going on? I'm not sure what that is. Oh, get your bow back here.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Lots of gargoyles. And a miss. Oh, gargoyle clerics again. Blue, come on, buddy.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you!
Get that haste going again. We're going to need it for this battle, I have a feeling.
Cover me, all right?
Into the fray!
We can do it! You won't survive me.
Blue.
Begone, fiend! You are beyond redemption!
Ah.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
The light take you!
More gargoyles. Ah, they're smiting good. That's what they're doing.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Oh my goodness, we're doing terrible.
Forward!
This only.
Another gargoyle cleric.
Endure this!
Oh my goodness, how many times can we miss with low numbers? Seems like a lot.
Magritium Turinos.
Heal her. Ah, dang it. More gargoyles. Gargoyle high cleric. See, it's gonna catch us. Lots of us.
Yes.
2 points of damage.
Distract them from me.
Into the fray!
We won't falter!
Miss needing a 4.
Make every strike count.
How many times can he miss needing low numbers? Come on, man, needing 8s can't hit anything. There we go, got that off. Can I throw a fireball over here? Yeah, let's do that.
Go.
Time to share your treasures.
No glory without risk!
Strike with all your might!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Fall!
Cover me, all right?
There you go, Woljiff.
The light, take you!
We can do it!
That was quite the battle.
My will is resolute.
All right.
Magritio, Turinos. Magritio, Turinos.
Couple heals off. All righty.
Let's move!
Virgil gracefully stows his weapon and places his hands behind his back. You two, check the area. Mark any potential shelters that offer protection against aerial attacks. Quartermaster, inventory the remains of the camp. I want to make sure that the gargoyles only abducted people that weren't interested in anything else. Send messengers immediately to our scouts and order them to return to camp. And I need a full list of casualties. The sooner, the better. He turns to you and nods slightly. Commander, your arrival was well timed. Now we can finally talk. I am quite interested in the events that occurred at the Grey Garrison, and I suppose you have questions for me as well. What do you want to know about what happened at the Grey Garrison? Any shift in the balance of power during this war has direct impact on my mission. If a new player appears who is capable of fighting demons effectively, then I am ready to support that person with all the resources I have at my disposal. Regil speaks pensively, as if talking to himself. But naturally, I cannot blindly trust a stranger, even one marked by the gods. The gods blessed me with an incredible gift, and Queen Galfrey put me in the helm of the Crusades, but that's not good enough for you, is it? The will of the gods cannot and should not replace our sound judgment, and the whims of the Queen of Mendev are of no consequence at all. Regil stops for a moment, thinking. Is there anything you would like to know before we move on to more serious issues? What are Hellknights doing here, within the borders of the World Wound? The same as you and your army, fighting a war against the demons. The Hellknights have always been part of the Crusades from the very beginning. We don't answer to Queen Galfrey, and we act on our own authority, but we serve a common cause. Discari's spawn have no place in the world we want to build. Rugili barks out his final words. What does Paralictor mean? I am the commander of this unit, and in the order hierarchy, I am 2 steps lower than its leader. In the territory of Mendev and the World Wound, there are a few who equal my rank, but I am the most senior Hell Knight officer for many leagues around. What are you going to do now after the gargoyle attack? I will wait for my remaining fighters to return. What you see here is only a small part of my force. As for my long-term plans, that depends on the results of our conversation, Commander. Regili narrows his eyes. Before we move on to serious subjects, I'd like to address an organizational issue regarding my unit. You may wish to be present. Yacker steps forward and salutes with a clenched fist to his chest. Paralictor, permission to report. During the first gargoyle attack, I determined it necessary to leave my post. I swam over the river, found the commander's army, and asked them to provide assistance. Regili nods. The reinforcements were much needed. You will earn a double salary for your resourcefulness, Yacker, and 100 lashes for abandoning your post. The young knight grows a little pale, but immediately salutes again. Yes, Paralictor. I wonder if it's foolish or overly harsh to punish Yacker for leaving his post when he did it to bring help. It would be foolish and harsh, but entirely lawful to execute him for desertion. Regil peers at Yacker with pale yellow eyes. Did you know the location of the commander's squad, knight? No, Paralictor. I assumed I might find friendly troops on the other side of the river, but I couldn't know for sure. You see, Commander? Of course, I could be gracious and look the other way, but that would mean that during the next battle, 10 or 20 of my people will think it is time they ran to get help. Initiative requires reasonable limits. Not to mention 100 lashes is hardly a punishment for a true Hell Knight. I'd say it's more of a spiritual warm-up. Yacker gives you a serious look. Thank you for your concern, Commander, but I do not wish to evade fair punishment. I wouldn't be a Hell Knight if I did. Are these guys made of stone or what? They seem creepy, but I kind of like them. I'll never understand this pointless cruelty, and I never want to. Jill, who has watched you closely through your entire conversation, nods to himself. Now for a more delicate issue. You, Commander, were interested in our dispute with the Knights of the Order of the Sunrise Sword, correct? Their forces in Canabras suffered great losses in the demon attack, and now their leader has perished and his troops are in trouble. They are reeling with no command structure. Their order will hardly be able to recover from the losses they have suffered. What are you getting at? These fighters aren't the finest material I've worked with, but if I assume formal command over them, I'll reforge them into weapons of reasonable quality. One or two might even become true Hell Knights. The rest will be put to good use as well. Do you really think these people will follow you after the way you've treated them, or after how you've treated them? Though not the best, they are still warriors and knights. They know they know what discipline is, and the victory in war doesn't come without costs. Any among them who still haven't realized that they aren't worthy of my time and effort? No one but them has the right to decide their fate. Talk to them directly and get your answer. Regili looks at the warriors in white and yellow, shifting cheerlessly from one to the other. Initiates of the Sunrise Sword, your leader is dead. The Order has suffered serious losses, and you will not be able to recover. You may return to Mendev to join another Crusader Order, and hope that they don't meet the same fate as the Sunrise Sword. Or you may remain under my command. I will not promise that it will be easy, or that our war making will be constricted by your principles. What I can promise is this: under my command, you will never again feel like helpless mice in the talon of a venomous raptor. Does that mean we've worked off the precious resources you spent on us? The water, medicine, and bandages? Yells one of the knights in white and yellow. I wouldn't make such an offer if I thought you were useless garbage. The initiates of the Sunrise Sword consult with each other for a time, and then one of them, a young woman in knight's armor, steps forward. Thank you for your trust, Paralictor. We will stay, and we are ready to obey your orders. Fine. In due course, I will review your troops and make any necessary decisions regarding your role in my unit. Regil turns to you. And now, Commander, for the most important issue, cooperation between our forces. We do have a common enemy and a common battlefield. You're looking at me strangely, Paralictor. When we discussed Yacker's punishment, and when we were deciding the fate of the Sunrise Sword, it's as if you were testing me. Regil lowers his head in a gesture that might be read as respectful. I do not believe I made any attempt to conceal my interest in you, but as a new strong leader in the region, And as the bearer of a highly unusual power, of course, I'd like to know what's inside your head. One could say that it's my duty. Do we want more guys, even these weirdos? We probably need the more help, the better, I'm guessing. My army and I are going to Dresden to free the city from demons. You can join forces with us. Regil rubs his chin pensively. Dresden, an ambitious goal, but most reasonable. Imagine how such a victory would rally all the separate bands of today's crusaders under one banner. And we certainly need a base of operations inside the World Wound. I stand ready to support you. Moreover, I can accompany you in your campaign. However, I would remind you that Hellknights are outside of Mendev's jurisdiction. My unit and I will join your forces and obey your orders, but only for as long as I deem that our goals coincide. Hell no! We don't need the likes of these black-armored statues. I don't want to fight side by side with someone who will slit my throat if I'm weak and wounded. You can't defeat one evil by inviting an equal but slightly more organized evil into our ranks. Slightly more organized than the demons? I could consider that an insult. I've never dealt with Hellknights before, but from what we've seen, they're serious fighters. That's just what we need. And just think how that armor will look in a painting they'll make about our battles. Well, Sela's going to get mad at us, but it's a deal. Right, Commander. My forces and Regil Derenge are at your disposal. Now, we don't need him to come along with us. Inspired Wisdom. That's something for a cleric. Or a paladin. Let's give it to the cleric.
You ask me.
Ow. Ow! That was a
The
savage
goddess
beating.
protects us.
We're still alive. Praised be Sarenrae. Alright. The skeleton of a man wearing armor from the time of the First Crusade is holding the skeleton of a child with strange proportions and animal paws instead of its right arm and leg. That's ring. Ring of protection +2. What do we got here for rings? Ring of protection +1. Let's bump up the AC for good old Joseph there. He's at 24 AC. And let's jack up to 28. Hey, we didn't take damage that time. Time to head out. Well, I guess before we head out, it has been that time. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. I love it when you do. Also, stay safe out there. I've been Sir Joseph. You guys have been awesome. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.